fast, right? No. Well, Miss Brand is not just a guest. I'm certain that you can come up here so everyone can see you. Is that right? Amen. She's home. We want to make sure everyone understands that she is not just a member of Ebenezer, but she is a published author. And from reading in your program, you will see that she has published 3 books. And so she's going to be reading for us a poem. Sister Evelina May Grant.
Good morning, Ebenezer. Good morning. I am so glad to be here. I think the last time I was here, I ran for this Ebenezer and I did the creation right here. Well, also, I was right here around Park of Area, my husband 23 years ago, right here. I just want to thank Reverend Park for this opportunity. And also, I do want to present you with a copy of the book called Pass the Blessings, Daddy, I Need You. And that is my 3rd book. And I will be reading a poem from the book. But I also want to thank Barbara Allen. I don't see her down here, but Barbara has really been a blessing to me. I mean, she has always complimented me and built me up in so many ways. And I do have a book for her that I will give her. And that book for women is called Pass the Blessing, Celebration of Women. And it's about, just letting women know how God had a special plan for them and He loves them. And I will present that to her. Also, must give honor to my mother, Carrie Smith, who's here. I've always loved reading the Word, and I've always watched my mother, and she's always studied the Word. She must have at least 50 Bibles. So, I haven't caught up with her yet, but like I said, I just want to thank her and my sisters for being here. But, let me read the poem, and it's called Daddy, I Need You. And it's just in this Father's Day season, I would just like to let me know you are needed in your children's lives. Whether you're one, they are one, or 101, they really need you. And it was not God's intent for mothers to have to do it alone. So, this is going to be a turbulent ride when I read this book. Read the poem. And some parts are difficult, but it's like we as a society and men, you must step up to this awesome responsibility because your children really do need you. So thank you, and I will read the poem. Before I put on my glasses, as I put on my glasses. Okay. Daddy, I need you. Being a part of my life is my one small plea. That empty place in me, you are the key. Others can only touch me there to a certain degree. When this longing isn't answered, it's such a tragedy, not only for you, but very much so for me. If you don't come and fill this void, it will remain empty. If you were with a woman, you had to know there could be a chance. A child could have been conceived under the circumstance. Maybe you should have covered all the bases in advance. There are always consequences for the one-night romance. No matter how many years have gone by, you still have a remembrance. It was to your integrity to give the possibility due diligence. I love my mother, but she can't do it all. I need you at birth and over the long haul. Care for me like I care for my dogs that crawl. Teach me and cheer for me as I perform the various sports balls. When life is hard, these memories are good for me to recall. They could possibly catch me before I fall. Your admiration for me is needed above all. Knowledge of my past helps me as one of your descendants. Knowing all my history can help me to be triumphant. I need those good examples within me to plant. Your people can add to my life and enhance. Some people I hang around with are quite absorbent. They're pulling me in, but I don't want to gallivant. Invest in me, Dad, and give me a chance. Because at the crossroads of life, things can change in an instant. Your knowledge, good and bad, can help me. I'm confident. I want to know if I have your walk, your ears, your eyes, your smile, your sense of humor, or even your size. If I don't know you, I'm left to fantasize. I may act like it doesn't bother me, but it's a disguise. I need you in my life. Please hear my cries. Without you there, something inside me sighs, or even dies. These feelings I internalize, but your touch, your words, they're such a prize. You didn't believe I was yours, and you said you weren't to blame. Why would you treat this as a silly game? Please be a man and take away my shame. Bring your my claim. Sign my birth certificate and give me your name. Value me and take away my pain. I'm still a part of you just the same. As your daughter, I need to know that you care. I don't want our relationship to be laissez-faire. Teach me about guys so I can compare. And when I go on my first dates, I need you there. Give me your opinion on the clothes that I wear. And if my date knows about you, I can say, touch me if you dare. And hopefully my body, I won't share. Having a baby and ending up on welfare. Going through these situations without you, Dad, is quite a scare. In choosing who's best for me, please help me prepare. As a man, teenager, or child, I'm your son. I need to know where I come from. I need your guidance in no small crumb. Teach me what to do when I'm picked on. Your presence in my life is quite a phenomenon. Statistics show you could keep me from prison. Let's bond together and have some fun. You're needed in my life when it's all said and done. Without you there, what will be my outcome? Dad, my mom may have changed since she had a baby. Your vows to her weren't said as maybe. You've also changed over the years, wouldn't you agree? Has your love for her become so hazy? Give my mom the same respect you give any other lady. In midlife, you may want to be footless and fancy-free. To me, this is all just plain crazy. I need you to treat my mother with respect, even though your relationship might not be perfect. It bothers me, Dad, as you should expect. I came from you both when you did connect. If there's strife between you both, my life it does affect. If you choose someone over us, please don't insult my intellect. This behavior has a domino effect. How will we make it without your paycheck? The love you take from us has a ripple effect. It was our family unit you're choosing to neglect. Dad, please include me in your plans. I need for you to understand. In my life, you're needed as a family man. Perhaps with my mother, your courses ran. But to leave me too, it's so underhand. She might not be nice to you, but may see in me a command. No matter how difficult, please withstand. You're my hero, and I know that you can. In the end, a relationship with me is needed and grand. Is having a child and not contributing okay? Why bring me in this world if you weren't going to pay? Or the cost to society you didn't weigh? And above all this, you keep me at bay, leaving me alone to stand in dismay. Give this decision some thought and find the way. Because in my life, Daddy, I need you to stay. Where were you when my life was taken? My mother and I were totally forsaken. At conception, you were there, and there's no mistaking. You didn't want me, and your point was well taken. I left the decision to her instead of partaken. Was I conceived because my mother was overtaken? Don't say you didn't know that your mind awakened. You may have regrets now, but I can't be retaken. Society told you I was the choice. Now my world is shaken. When 9 months was over, I was already undertaken. I'm resting in his arms. I was not God forsaken. Our Heavenly Father has been the only dad some of us have known. He has been there for us from birth to full grown. Dad, your presence soothes and heals me like cortisone. God decided my mother couldn't conceive me alone, and it is not his desire for her to raise me on her own. On the ship with me, he doesn't reject or postpone. No matter what we do, God will never totally disown. He acknowledged his son and made it well known. Yes, in building our lives, let's not reject the stone. He knows our ways, and he's acquainted with our groans. God gives us love, and his example is shown. I can call out to him, and he hears me from his throne. But Dad, I must say it again and make it known. Daddy, I need you. Thank you. $10. Each one of them are $10. So downstairs after the service. Thank you.
Ms. Grant, if you would, this is not just a book of poetry, is it?
No, this book is actually, it's a Bible study. Matter of fact, they're both a Bible study. But what it does, it compares God our Father to fathers, that we have here on earth, and it actually has 22 different names for God, like Jehovah Jireh, how he provides, and then it talks to men about providing for your children, and how Jehovah Shalom, and it also talks about how God is our peace, and it says, man, you can create peace in your children's lives. And it talks about how, man, you can change our world. I mean, so many aspects of our world, like if you stepped up and you were there in your children's life, we could almost wipe out welfare. Or we could almost wipe out the foster care system. I mean, not totally, but it's just me and you are so important. And when God said, let us make man in our own image, in our own likeness, not only was he talking about your form, he was talking inside. He wants you to be like him, think like him, love sacrificially your children like him. So it's a lot. It's 233 scriptures in here, so it is a Bible study, same for the women's book. It is also a Bible study and a retreat book. They're both retreat books. But in Celebration Women, just celebrate women, let you know how important you are to God and how he had a wonderful plan for you and how women are just great beings. But yeah, they're Bible study books. I've been writing poems since I was here. I think I performed one of my poems here when I was like 14. So I'm 52, so it's like I've been doing poems for close to 40 years.
Well, Ms. Grant, it's not very often that we find people who are like us, that can relate to us, that will write a book and put it in words as you have. And so we'd just like you to share with everyone where it is that we can get a copy of this book.
Okay, today I will have them downstairs for $10. Also, if you go on my website, it's www.letspasstheblessings.com. That's my website. You can get them there, but again, I have plenty of them here today. And I just have cash and checks.
Amen. Thank you so much. Ebenezer, can we give her a round of applause? And let's tell God thank you.